Hello guys, and welcome to your first lesson on radioactivity. Today we're going to be looking at isotopes and some key terminology. First of all, I hope we're all okay at home and we're doing well. All right. Now, before we start today's lesson, in order to completely understand what we're going to do today, your knowledge of how an atom is formed and what it's formed of, and how we work that out using the periodic table is really key. Okay, so if you're unsure on this, then please watch Mr. Bradley's video, okay, which the link is below. Brilliant video, and once you're cemented in that knowledge of the structure of an atom, how we work that out from the use of the periodic table, then feel free to carry on with this video. Okay, first of all, we'll start off with some retrieval. Remember to pause the slides, write down your answers. Okay, if you don't know the answers, write the question. And any gaps in knowledge, make sure we're filling them in. Okay, first slide. Here's the answers. Second slide. Here's the answers. And third slide. And here's the answers. Okay, so today, guys, the first thing we're going to do is a bit of instruction, but new knowledge. Okay, so we need to get this down into our books or whatever we're using to take notes. Okay, so first of all, what is an isotope? Okay, quite simply, an isotope is an atom which has the same number of protons and electrons but a different number of neutrons. Okay, now this topic is about radiation. Isotopes release radiation. Now we need to know why they do that. Okay, and the reason they do that is because they have the wrong number of neutrons, which makes the atom unstable. Okay, and it regains stability by releasing radiation. Okay, so pause the video, make sure we've got that down. Okay, moving on. So below I have carbon 12 and carbon 14. Now, what is the difference between these two atoms? Well, what did we say? One of them, for a start, is stable. So carbon 12 is stable. Carbon 14 is unstable. Okay, now what did we say? One of these atoms is an isotope. Okay, isotopes are unstable. Okay, and they release radiation, and that's because they've got a different number of neutrons. So first of all, I'm going to fill in my protons, electrons, and neutrons. Protons, electrons, and neutrons. Okay, I'm going to fill this in. First of all, I need to find carbon on my periodic table. Here we have carbon. Okay, top number tells me protons and neutrons, bottom number tells you protons and electrons. So my protons and electrons are the same within an isotope. So I can fill in protons and electrons for both carbon 12 and carbon 14. Okay, so I've got 6, 6, 6, 6. Now, in order to find out the neutrons, you take the bottom number away from the top number. So you're going to take 6 from 12. Okay, so, and that's going to give me 6. And again, I'm going to take the bottom number away from the top number, but this time the top number is 14. Okay, so in order to work out my neutrons, I'm going to have to take away 6 from 14, which gives me 8. Okay, and that is how we work out how many extra neutrons an isotope has. Okay, and the final thing I can do is fill in my atomic number and atomic mass. Okay, 6 and 14. Okay, so there is an example. Pause the video and make sure we get this down. Okay, moving on. There is some key terminology that we need to know moving on through this topic, which is really important that we spend some time embedding once we've got it down. Okay, first of all, we've used some of these phrases already today. Emit, what does that mean? What does emit mean? It means to produce or discharge something. Okay, so in terms of an isotope, it will produce or discharge some radiation, and there are different types of radiation it can emit, and we'll be looking at that in our next lesson. Okay, nuclear radiation is what is released from an unstable nuclei. Okay, an unstable nuclei is just an isotope, so we'll put that in brackets. Okay, radioactive decay. Okay, so radioactive decay is the process in which an unstable nuclei breaks down and releases nuclear radiation. And we'll go on to look at much more detail of what radioactive decay is. Okay, but for now, this is the key terminology we need. Okay, a radioactive source then. Okay, all that is a substance containing unstable nuclei. That emit radiation. Okay, so pause the video and make sure you get that down. Okay, now moving on. Lots of new information now on what an isotope is. Okay, why do they emit radiation? Okay, how do we work out the number of protons, electrons, and neutrons in an isotope? Okay, and some key terminology. It's really important that we spend some time embedding that information. Okay, so using whiteboards or getting your parents to quiz you, make sure this information is secure. Okay, and we'll be coming back to it. Okay, finally, we need to try and do some independent practice, apply all this new information to some questions. to test that it's secure. So try and do this without notes, but if you need your notes, then they have some precise notes there you can use. Okay, so here are the questions. Make sure we write them out and pause the video and have a go. What's going to happen is, in the next lesson, we will start by going through the answers to these questions. Okay, and that is the end of the video for today. I hope everyone is well and we're doing okay in these strange times. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.